They absolutely love the pitch. We start filming in June, maybe July, depending on the permits. It's going to be huge.
That's amazing. You deserve it all.
He read her message about attending a weekend writing seminar and smiled politely. He replied that he was proud of her for chasing her passion. She sent a grateful emoji and said she would be busy all day. He placed his phone down and stared at the quiet kitchen. Something about her excitement felt rehearsed. Weeks earlier, her interest in writing had appeared overnight. It came along with late nights on her phone and locked screens he'd never seen before. He chose not to accuse, choosing patience instead. That patience led him to hire someone who dealt in facts, not feelings. The detective's first report arrived sooner than expected. It mentioned familiar names and unfamiliar patterns. He thanked the detective and asked for complete discretion. That morning, she texted again, saying the seminar venue had changed at the last minute. He replied casually, wishing her luck. But minutes later, the detective sent a new location pin. It wasn't a seminar hall. It was a boutique hotel hosting what they called a creative retreat. He felt no anger, only a cold wave of confirmation. He simply asked the detective to continue observing quietly. Throughout the day, her messages were short and delayed. She claimed the sessions were intense and phones were discouraged. He responded with encouragement, giving her the space she seemed to want. But that night, the detective sent photos, all taken legally from public areas. In them, she was smiling in ways she no longer smiled at home, and she was not alone. He archived her messages and backed up the evidence. He was building a case, but not for a fight. He was building it for a clean break. Days passed, and she returned home, acting more affectionate and relaxed than she had in months. She talked endlessly about creative inspiration and the new friends she had made. He listened carefully, noting every inconsistency, every slip in her fabricated story. He never corrected her. The detective completed his report, delivering a clear timeline with dates, places, and undeniable clarity. He thanked him and closed that chapter. One evening, he asked her how the seminar truly went. She said it changed her life creatively. He nodded and asked if it changed anything else. She laughed nervously and asked what he meant. He just said that growth often reveals hidden truths. She changed the subject immediately. Later that night, he asked if she trusted him. Of course, she said, asking why he was being so serious. He told her he wanted honesty more than he wanted comfort. She went silent for a long time. The next day, he asked her to meet him at home early. She agreed, uneasy but compliant. When she arrived, the house felt stripped of its warmth. He had removed the usual distractions, leaving only space and the impending truth. He asked her to sit and just listen before speaking. She crossed her arms defensively. He placed the printed report on the table between them. Her face drained of all color as she read the first page. She tried to deny it, but her words faltered and stopped. He then showed her the photos, his voice steady and calm. She started crying, saying it was a terrible mistake. He replied that mistakes don't require such careful planning. She blamed loneliness and feeling unseen in their relationship. He told her that feeling unseen does not justify betrayal. She asked how long he had known. He said, long enough to grieve it all quietly. She begged him not to destroy her career dreams, but he explained that truth doesn't destroy, lies do. She accused him of spying and manipulation. He replied that investigation follows suspicion, not cruelty. She asked if he wanted revenge. He said he just wanted resolution. He calmly explained the divorce would be simple and private if she cooperated. She asked if there was any chance left for them. He told her that chances ended the moment trust was rewritten. She packed a bag that night in complete silence. The house felt lighter after she left. Days later, she sent messages filled with regret and desperate apologies. He replied only once, wishing her accountability and personal growth. He did not engage further. The stories of the seminar faded into irrelevance. What remained was the clarity he had earned through his own restraint. He closed the chat and focused forward. The truth hadn't needed to shout. It had simply stood firm, and that was enough to end everything cleanly. Thanks for listening.